Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the broil element on your range, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver and a pair of needle nose pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we're going to need to do is to disconnect power to the range. So if it has a cord on it, simply unplug it from the wall. And if it's a hardwired range, we'll need to locate the breaker or fuse panel and disconnect the power there. We'll begin by opening the range door, and if you wish you can actually remove the door. It'll just simply lift off of the hinges, and then you can set it aside. Just close the hinges up so we don't pinch ourselves on them. Next, remove the upper rack and get that out of the way. Then we're going to remove two Phillips screws that hold the mounting bracket. It's about the middle of the ceiling. And then we can slide that support bracket off of the element and just set that aside. Next, we're going to remove the two Phillips screws at the back of the element that secure it to the back wall. Now we'll carefully pull that broil element forward, as it does protrude through the back of the oven wall fairly deep. We want to make sure that we don't inadvertently pull the wire terminals off of the end of the element. So pull it far enough forward that you can disconnect the wire terminals and as well get a good visual inspection of them. Now, they may be fairly tight on there, so take the needle nose pliers if you need to and gently pry them off. And then remove the old element. Now we need to carefully inspect those wire terminals, make sure they're not discolored or show any signs of arcing or corrosion, and also check to make sure that the insulation on the wire is not damaged in any manner. If any of the terminals are bad, we'll need to replace those. We'll now take our new element. First of all, make sure that the terminals are straight. When we install the element, the mounting brackets will point down so that the holes will line up with the mounting screws. We'll set it into position and we'll reinstall the wire terminals. And then check and make sure that they're nice and snug. Now once we have the wire terminals firmly connected to the element, we're next going to push that element back into position. We want to make sure that we don't inadvertently dislodge the insulation that is around those wire terminals. So we just very carefully go back and forth from one side to the other, making sure that we don't meet up with any resistance that would indicate that we have it misaligned. And then push it back in until the mounting brackets touch the back wall. At this point, we'll reinstall those two screws. And next, we'll reinstall the mounting bracket. So we'll put the two loops of the element through the openings in the bracket. And then reinstall the two screws through the bracket into the ceiling of the oven. Tighten those both securely. We'll reinstall the upper rack, tilting it up as we're sliding in, and then we'll replace the oven door. Simply pull both hinges to the open position, and if you find they're a little tricky to get them to stay there, you hold the door with one hand and just get it started over that hinge. Do the same on the opposite side. Make sure it sits down firmly. Check the operation of it. We're ready to reconnect the power
And our repair is complete.
I told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.